My mic on. Oh, mic is on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another broadcast by Fearing Warriors. Today, we are going to play Star Wars KOTOR, albeit very briefly. Well, we're about to leave work, so I'm gonna go to my stream record and we're gonna load it. Okay, so the current loadout is character, a prototype fiber blade, and a vibro sword, as well as some heavier armor. But I don't have any of these. As for Carth over here, I should probably give him cancel. I am going to give Carth heavy blaster pistol. So Carth a heavy blaster pistol and regular blaster pistol. Should be good.
Yes?
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy, the beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg you.
Dude, I think you really are crazy, but Carth, you're crazy enough to actually say it out loud.
A question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose.
Yeah.
Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes. Once I was honored for my wisdom, but over time the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually there was only a single apprentice who followed me, and now she is gone too.
True path? What does that mean? What happened to your apprentice? I don't have time for this nonsense. Probably not the best answer.
No, not yet. I must be wary. Careful. You may be a false savior. Dare I share my secrets with you? No, not until you prove yourself.
Are you broadcasting?
Okay.
My apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
Okay. I should clarify that in this case, I will be going through pretty much the light side path as much as possible. So I'm gonna help him.
Finding her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find her, I will know you to be our true savior. Only then can I reveal my secret knowledge to you. I wish you luck, Upworlder. Come speak to me again once you have discovered the fate of my apprentice.
Okie dokie. Now we're gonna talk to this man, Kindo.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can. We are the outcasts, shunned from the surface for our crimes and banished here to the Undercity. We banded together to form this village that we might survive in this hostile environment. I am Gendar, leader of this village, as my father was and as was his father before him. Many of us have been here for generations, our ancestors cast down long ago. There is no return to the surface for us or our descendants, but somehow we managed to survive amidst the filth and roaming bands of deadly rat-ghouls. Life down here can be difficult. It can break the spirit. Many in the village have become bitter and hopeless, especially those newly cast down. But life goes on, and we must try to make the best of what we have. And maybe someday we will find a better life. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Rookil. The rat-ghouls are monsters, hideous mutations who feast on the flesh of our villagers. Their diseased jaws can infect those they attack, transforming the victim into one of those abominations. We know of no cure for the disease, and for the good of the village, we must banish any who become infected, lest they transform and turn on us. Ask your questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity. Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers. There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare to travel those dark tunnels, you would be wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the rat-ghouls and the other foul creatures. Ask your questions, Upworlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity. Our village has seen many visitors from the surface recently. Armored troops, swoop gang members, mercenaries. They come to search our sunless world. They're even searching the sewers. As you wish, Upworlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village, and I will do my best to help you however I can.
I believe... Oh, I already have this people. Okay. So, we're going to go to the outskirts. Okay, hold on. Let me check. Oh, no. Okay, 6 antidotes, 9 medpacks, and 1 advanced medpack. This should be lovely. How much money do I have? I got 6 flipping credits. I'm way too generous now, I'm good.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes. You've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Zygir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals. If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff. It ain't the best stuff, Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
Oh, he's not kidding. Some of these are cheaper. Except for that. Other stuff is definitely not worth it. That might be worth it. That awareness. Scope would be worth it. Hazard cards, nope. These two would be worth it. Okay, so that gets kind of important, but I'm not going to really talk to him.
Hurry, Hindar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time!
I can't! The Rakghouls are too close!
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all!
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near. You'd risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Antidote. Oh, hey, evil. That Raggle did a number on me. Already used my advanced medipack.
I can't thank you enough for saving me, Upworlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back, it would be yours. But we have nothing.
I still have you, Hindar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
Yay, last hit points gained. No experience. Great. I'm down to 5 antidotes and 1 med pack. Lovely. Evil, how you been doing? Let's see. Let's head this way.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you? It's Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
We're just closing up shop here. I took the time to do a brief stream.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd Rakghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it. I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z. It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulcar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulcar compound.
Yay, mission run party! And I got a buttload of experience. And so did mission. Talk about shared experience. We're never doing auto level up. So let's go to skills. I'm gonna add. Let's see. I'm gonna add some to. Let me add some more to persuade. Let's go to feats. See, that's empathy. Physical points to aware. To persuade, awareness, and treat injury. It replaces the +1 point given by empathy. I also want that because it reduces the penalty for the 2 blades, which I often use. I don't use flurry, but yeah. Also, this could be nice. And level 2 implant would definitely be nice. But and also vitality. But I want to come across instances where I'm gonna need well, treat injury is always gonna be good. So add feet to empathy. Of course, by that point it's gonna get even better, hopefully. So we're gonna add improved empathy. Accept. That's for mission. We're gonna level her up again. Just got 1 attribute. So we're gonna give her. We're gonna give her. More points given. Essential skills. Constitution. Well, let's see. I'm gonna give her some more strength. As for skills, we're gonna up. Well, we can't put persuade on her, so we're gonna give her some. We're gonna up her awareness. No, stealth. We're gonna up her demolitions, up her computer use, and we're gonna up her security. Okay. Karth did not level up, unfortunately. And we're just, and I kind of took a moment to do a brief stream here, Twin, because, well, basically we're closed for today, but, unfortunately, we haven't left yet. Going out to eat tonight at a Chinese place. Okay,
Yeah?
first off, mission. Oh, not that one. Some combat armor. Change your weapon to a vibroblade. And another vibroblade. So far, we got on Karth. So wait. Fence bonus. I should probably. Yeah. Okay, now let's see. I might want to put the stealth fill generator on me, but not right now. So close that. Vision's got a couple of blades.
Yeah?
I got a couple of blades.
What?
Oh, come
Yes?
on. There we go. Okay. So they kind of put us all the way back here. So we're gonna go this way. Sith patrol the.
You there, civilian? This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
Dude, we're armed. You're gonna come at us within striking distance of my vibroblade. This Sith must be asking for trouble. Like, but we're just gonna play it dumb. Look, I've got all the papers I've gotten all the proper security papers. You can't say jack crap.
Security papers? Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? They should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the Rak ghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rak ghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control. Oh, is that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the Undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die. Hey, I'd never disobey my orders. I'm not a fan of court-martials and executions. I was just talking, you know. Nothing anyone has to mention to the commander. Come on, patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
I so wish I could have just attacked him just now. Pretty much, I need to check my map. So I'm heading in the right direction. So that means I gotta go near these guys. These darn raggers. I wish I had grenades. I really do.
Here!
Oh, man! He did. Hey, buddy. Hello.
Here! You asked for this!
Yep. You asked for it, buddy. Oh, hello. Mission's still fighting over here. I didn't know he came.
Here!
I'll show you!
He did. The guy said he lost his word to the sun. Well, no got so glory, right? Oh, hello.
Damn. What? Yes?
What?
Hey, attack mission. There you go.
Yes?
So far, we're fine. There we are. Ragu. Nope, that's a beam slitter. Oh yeah, Ragu serum. Yay! Get items. Now I can go scout the corpse. Hearts. Use those. So fill this in.
Hey, Karth. You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, 'cause I don't need 'em.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Dang. He did. You would think that because we have to work together, these two will probably get along. But then again, no. Yes. Oh. Okay. Mission.
What?
Mission? I have a job for you. Pick up that frag mine. Please? Yes! No, no, no. We're picking up these frag mines for a reason. Okay. What are these things?
Yes?
Help me. Please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing. Like some kind of hideous disease. No! No! I can feel it! Ah!
I'm sorry, but I had to do that. I need the serum. Dang it. Oh. Sorry, buddy.
Here!
I feel bad about doing that, but I kinda need that serum for the rest of the village. That's the downside. Okay.
Yeah?
Mission. Whoa. Hello. I need you to pick up that frag mine mission. Okay, so there's nothing here. That frag mine was basically pointless.
Yes?
That's the main gate. No, 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 no. I did not click that.
Uh-huh.
Karth. Medpack man. Did not mean to hit that. Okay, so we got 8 now because I was stupid.
Huh?
Sure.
Let's check the rubble.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came. This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with rat ghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Candace, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
You asked for this!
Sure.
Damn. I told Davik this. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I loot. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Come on, boy.
Huh?
Mission. I'm running low on med packs. I mean, on heals. Shoot!
Sure.
I'm low on med packs too soon. Lights on! What? Let's kill these guys. We need to kill them anyways.
Here!
Huh?
Mission.
No one's gonna see this mission. Someone's gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Uh-huh. Time to rumble! That hurt, I bet.
Huh?
Ready?
Yes?
What?
gates. And first off, we're going to take the serum back to what's his face. So we're going to return to hideout. Okay. So we also have a full heal.
What?
Sure.
Hey, Karth, can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said, too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you. Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, it's no big deal. I mean, I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that? Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth, for an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
I gotta admit, that was pretty funny. Yeah, Bernie, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to this guy.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the raccoon disease, of course. You have the serum? Impossible. How did you get this? No, wait. I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities. Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the raccoon disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Terrace owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I can afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs. I appreciate everything you've done. There are many who would have sold the serum to the crime lord Davik for a much higher sum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
So we got light side, and in light side points gained 50 credits, unfortunately. But hey, you know, that's enough. Of course, we got 2 med packs. Some decent experience.
Welcome to my medical facility. I even have a cure for the... Of course, I sell them at a very reasonable price. Just enough to cover... I am quite busy maintaining the facility. I don't know much, but I'll tell you what I can. Do you want to know about Upper Terrace, or are you more interested in Lower Terrace and the Undercity? The Undercity is a wasteland crawling with flesh-eating mutants called rat ghouls. I feel sorry for the outcasts that are forced to live there. I am quite busy. I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do to the planets they conquer. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility down simply out of evil spite. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy. I am quite busy. I know enough. So far, I guess there's... I don't know much, but I'll tell you. The people here in the Upper City, the people here can be selfish, greedy, arrogant, even prejudiced. That's why aliens need special permission to leave the Lower City. Maybe if more people in the Upper City weren't so self-centered, things wouldn't be so bad in the Lower City and the Undercity. The Lower City has been overrun by swoop gangs and thugs. If you're going to travel down there, you better go armed. If you don't get attacked by one of the swoop gangs, you'll probably end up beaten and robbed by one of Davik's thugs. Soon it will be as bad as the Undercity. The Undercity is a wasteland crawling with flesh-eating mutants called rat ghouls. I feel sorry for the outcasts that are forced to live there. Justice here on Terrace is swift and harsh. There are only two punishments: execution or banishment to the Undercity. Anyone banished can never return on pain of death. Even their descendants are forced to live in the depths beneath our great cities. Whenever I can, I send supplies to the Undercity to help ease the misery of their lives. Although there is nothing I can do to help those infected with the rat ghoul disease. Goodbye. Welcome to my medical... I even have a cure for the... Of course, I sell them at... Of course.
Wish I could use that point thing. Okay. I need the Rango serum, so buy that. Wish I could buy some of that, so I'm gonna buy an antidote pack. So I'm gonna need that. Show sell list. Oh, wish I could sell my security spike. Wish these clothings went for something. And patrol brand. Free combat suit. Let me sell some blaster pistols. Use blaster rifle. I don't use them. I don't even need a blaster pistol. Just sell the clothing because I can. Okay, buy list. Should I buy that? Okay, so I need to buy some more of these because
you blew it. If you'd brought that rat ghoul serum to Zax, you would have made it worth your while. No, you had to go and do the honorable thing.
Yeah, buddy. I'd rather do the honorable thing than the not so honorable thing. So far I'm still here at work, but thankfully it's not all bad right now. Let's see, go this way. Yes,
The Africa, he enjoyed out and very good, and he behind Goruvia. And now
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the Upper City.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
and he behind Goruvia.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Thank you. Those are guy here. Thank you. Children. Take leave of my life. Will be wondering where I am. So we basically lost a med pack, but we got some light side points. Maybe I should check my light side. Getting a little higher up. So we're gonna go back.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know? Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble. Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold. Hey, don't treat me like I'm a little girl. I ain't no kid. I'm 14 years old. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat. The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when you speak and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know? He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. He and Zalbar like to live in the present. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done. My brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Okay. So that'll be it for now, guys. So in the next episode, or next part, whatever you want to call it, we'll be going back to the Undercity to give those guys the Ragul serum, and then we will be going into the sewers. I'll see you guys in